I'm Dr. Erica Lavella, board-certified bariatric surgeon, and I've been working with the Oregon Pain Alliance for 2 years. In this section, we're going to be talking about nutrition and gut health and how they are intimately connected to pain. They are intimately connected because the brain and the gut are hardwired by a special nerve called the vagus nerve. And what happens in the gut and what we eat affects the gut. This travels up to the brain via the vagus nerve, and what happens in the brain travels down to the gut and affects what we eat. This is called the gut-brain axis, and the vagus nerve connects to the brain, to the thyroid, to the heart, to the lungs, and to all of the organs of digestion and reproduction. Folks who live with pain often report digestive issues such as constipation, diarrhea, abdominal pain, bloating, and acid reflux disease. You see, when the brain and the body sense stress, blood flow gets diverted away from the digestive organs and to the muscles so that your body can prepare to run away or fight any given threat. This is a protective mechanism of the body, but can be unfortunate when everyday thoughts or emotions drive this type of stress. And under a stressed brain and body, even a healthy diet cannot be digested well. When the diet is lacking in essential nutrients and digestion is not working properly because of our stress, our pain experience can be more severe. Good nutrition and a healthy response to stress are essential to changing your experience with pain and improving your overall gut health. I have discovered that many of my patients who struggle with weight issues also have chronic pain, and chronic pain from carrying excess weight, either physically or emotionally. When my patients start to work on health-promoting lifestyle behaviors, eating well with proper nutrition, sleep, movement, not only do they lose weight, but their pain also improves as they become more aware of their brain and body. So how does this relate to you? Do you complain of digestive issues such as constipation, diarrhea, acid reflux, or bloating? Do you take non-steroidal anti-inflammatory medications like ibuprofen or naproxen or opiate narcotics to treat your pain? And do you know what healthy foods are? How often do you feel stress? In this section, we will look a bit further about how pain and your gut and nutrition interact. And we will learn some strategies and then set some goals so you can track your progress with your healthcare team. When your brain becomes wired for pain, your ability to digest food is dampened by your gut lining, and your gut lining weakens. Hippocrates, the father of Western medicine, has said, "Natural forces within us are true healers of disease." While these words were expressed over 2,000 years ago, I want to share with you why they are still true today. Our bodies are complex, and inside of us are trillions of human genes. What is even more wild is that there are about 100 times more bacterial genes than there are human genes, and that your diet feeds the health of these bacteria that live in our gut and then deliver vitamins and healing chemicals to every tissue in the body. We would not survive without these bacteria, and they would not survive without us. And what we feed ourselves feeds them. Nearly every disease is now traced back to disturbances in the gut. This means eating many colors of fruits, vegetables, nuts, seeds, legumes, whole grains, and fermented foods, which act as fertilizer for your gut microbes. When we do not have a healthy gut environment, the bacteria can release toxins, which create an immune reaction, leading to increased inflammation, the whole reason you're taking your ibuprofen in the first place. These toxins change the way your body processes food and can trigger allergies, autoimmunity, and other inflammatory diseases such as arthritis, cancers, heart disease, diabetes, and obesity. Inflammation is not localized to the gut the way a paper cut is localized to your finger. This inflammation gets into your bloodstream and goes to all the organs of the body. This is how one can experience aching joints, muscles, headaches, pain, irritable bowel syndrome, brain fog, and memory problems, etc. Hippocrates, the father of Western medicine, has also said, "Let food be thy medicine." And I believe food is medicine. Another fun fact about the body is this: the cells in our body only live a finite period of time. The gut cell lives 3 days. A liver cell lives 90 days, and red blood cells live 120 days. It is said that your body is constantly renewing itself over and over your entire lifetime in order for your body not to waste away. Another copy of the cell has to take its place when one dies. And our bodies rely on a healthy internal chemistry to ensure the next cell is as healthy as the last. A diet rich in vitamins, minerals, antioxidants is necessary to create this internal environment. Let's look at some things that can disrupt digestion. If you drink energy drinks, sugary coffees, and sodas, these beverages contain sugar and artificial sweeteners which can feed bad bacteria in the gut. Best to avoid them. And if you don't drink enough water, you can get dehydrated easily, increasing fatigue, headaches, and irritability. Alcohol is also dehydrating and can disrupt sleep. And sleep disruption makes us more vulnerable to feeling stress, which affects digestion and pain. Next, let's talk about some medications. Medications such as ibuprofen, aspirin, naproxen. These medications damage the gut lining, increasing the effects of damaging bacterial toxins and food toxins at the gut level. This is how you can get ulcers taking these medications. And while they do provide temporary relief of pain, their damage to the gut only creates an increased vulnerability to toxins and inflammation at the gut level. Narcotics such as oxycodone, hydrocodone, and others affect intestinal motility or movement, which is why we call it a bowel movement. And those can cause constipation. When the bowels don't move, toxins get backed up and cause damage to the gut and to the gut bacteria. Are you catching on to the theme? A high processed food diet means foods comes in a box or a bag and with a long list of ingredients. And these food chemicals don't feed good bacteria either. Without good bacteria, the body doesn't have enough calming and energizing hormones in the body. These calming and energizing hormones are the reasons why many people are put on antidepressants. If we only eat white foods, such as breads, pastas, pastries, crackers, chips, cookies, and ice creams, these don't feed good bacteria either. And good bacteria eat fiber, antioxidants from plant foods and organ meats. If we eat while standing up or driving, our brain and our nervous system is not primed for digestion. And this can increase symptoms of abdominal pain, bloating, and diarrhea. Let's look now at how we can improve gut health. If we drink mostly water, if you need flavor, you can try adding fresh fruit, cucumber, or herbs such as basil, mint, or lavender to naturally flavor your water. Our bodies are 75% water, and staying hydrated makes everything function better. Best to aim for 8 to 10 cups a day. If you can eat in a calm and relaxed state, you will have a brain wired for digestion. Eating while sitting in the presence of others and not rushed will again prime your brain and your guts for digestion. If we eat more fruits, vegetables, nuts, seeds, legumes, and whole grains, and organ meats, you will be significantly healthier. These are the foods that have the most vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants and fiber, which feed those healthy gut bacteria. And lastly, fermented foods, which include miso, sauerkraut, kefir, yogurts, tempeh, kimchi, and kombucha. These foods have beneficial bacteria that pass through your gut like fertilizer, helping them regulate your immune system and the regularity of your bowel movements. It is also important to prepare our food at home. Cooking food yourself helps stimulate the brain in the mode of digestion. When you cook food at home, you are in control of the quality and the diversity of plants that go into your meal. Now let's hear from one of my patients who, like you, has made positive changes in digestion, nutrition, and pain. Then we will look at some proven strategies that you can try.
Well, you were talking about the gut so much, but I never related to my gut. I didn't have stomach problems. I always thought of my gut as intuition, not something else that was running my body. So that's basically what I thought about it until you started teaching me. My father didn't think much of himself, but I thought he was a genius because he was a master mechanic. And because I was in the medical field, I looked at the car and I thought, wow, a car is kind of like a body. It needs water, it needs fluids, it needs proper maintenance in order for it to run well. Well, I'd never think of putting bad stuff in my car. And I always joked I took better care of my car than I did myself. Yeah. Well, now you're teaching me to take better care of myself than I do my car.
Good.
Because this is the vehicle. My body is the vehicle that keeps me on the road.
So in this section, we have learned about the important relationship between stress, gut health, and pain. And when we have heard a compelling story about a woman's own experience and learned some things that are proven to be very effective at improving gut health and nutrition. Improving your digestion and nutrition is needed to complement all of the other work that you do to improve your pain. I have introduced many ways you can change your lifestyle to improve your gut health and nutrition. So find the things most important to you. So let's review the things we discussed that can help with our gut health and our pain. Drink mostly water. Eat during a calm and relaxed state. And eat while sitting at a table, preferably in the presence of others. And limit processed, packaged foods and white foods. And eat more colors of the rainbow from vegetables, fruits, nuts, seeds, and whole grains. Eat organ meats for increased vitamin and mineral content. And what I mean by that is liver, bone marrow, hearts, even intestines. Eat fermented foods, miso, tempeh, sauerkraut, kimchi, kombucha, kefir, yogurt. Prepare your food at home. Limit the use of nonsteroidal anti-inflammatory medications and narcotic pain relievers. And now we are going to let you put into practice some of the things you learned. We would like you to think of a short-term goal, something you can achieve in just 1 or 2 weeks. This handout can help you choose some goals and steps to help you reach those goals. For example, you might want to work on eating more vegetables to get more fiber and vitamins in your diet. Your goal would be, I'm going to eat a different color vegetable at every meal. For breakfast, I will scramble spinach in with my eggs. For lunch, I will add shredded cabbage to my salad or sandwich. And for dinner, I will steam carrots as a side. Here are some suggested steps you can take to help you meet this goal. I will go to the grocery store and purchase a green, maybe spinach, purple, maybe some red cabbage, and orange, maybe a carrot, vegetable. I will wash and chop my vegetables when I get home to make them easier to use throughout the week. I will find recipes that I can prepare at home featuring my colored vegetables. I will repeat and get different colors and vegetables the next time I go to the grocery store. After this video, you will get a chance to create your own short-term goal and steps to the goal. Then you can start tracking your progress every day. You and your guts and your nutrition will be pleasantly surprised after a few home-prepared, color-rich meals. Good luck!